I know. Tottenham sucks. Tottenham sucks. Don't care what you think, the Spurs suck. Tottenham sucks. Tottenham sucks. Don't care if the top of the league, the Spurs suck. I'm a gunner for life, so I can't let it rest. When I hear some silly fans screaming that the Spurs are best, so I just gotta put them back in their place and tell them to go and check out their trophy case. It's empty, filled with nothing but dust. Okay, maybe one trophy all covered in rust. But hey, it's a new day. You got yourself Jose. He iced out Dele like he was frozen. Ha! But that's cool. You got your boy back, Kurt Bale. Yep, he's alright. Weird that he couldn't get a sniff in Madrid, but played a lot of golf though. And I hear it all the time that the Gunners pass their prime and thinking that we're quality is an absolute crime. So
let's go! What's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo. I'm here with Mr. Spawny Mark. We are sitting on a lovely Brooklyn day on the stoop, drinking some beers. Cheers to you, man.
Cheers. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful day of football. We got some really great games yesterday, and I'm hoping it
Nobody
continues.
cares. Nobody cares, Mark. We just want to talk about this one. I think there's matches. Sorry, I'm smacking everything. I think there's matches starting very soon.
Yes.
And I don't want to talk about those either. I am so nervous. I am so all day long. I had to go to work today. I was on the subway. I wore this under like my nicer dressed stuff because I'm like, no, I got to represent. I got to show people. I don't know, Mark. I'm a bucket of nerves.
You should be a bucket of nerves because you picking a wrong time of the season to have a little stumble, you know? And
so
if you thought it was bad,
even wore my red socks.
Oh, jeez, he's got Elmo on there.
Mark, let's put this all into perspective, and big up to all of our Stoop crew members who are watching the show already. BxGunner, I see you there. Gary, I see you there. If Gary, you want to get on the show, I think we sent the link. You can call in if you got time. Scooby D2 Pincushion, I see all y'all guys there. Good to see y'all, Mr. Tom as well.
Tom,
but can we just say what an achievement it is already for Arsenal, because everyone's talking about this slip up, this stumble, and the stumble. We're unbeaten in 10 matches, yet we're stumbling right now. Like, let's fucking teams would love to be in that situation,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. You know,
and it is a stumble.
It is, but for you all, these were teams that you should have gotten full 3 points. You had no business drawing with Southampton, the worst team. And the mighty
However, that one we should have lost. That one we should have lost.
They're the mighty slayers of the top of the table. They did the double on Chelsea, and then they took what 2 points from you guys, or 4 points?
We drew against them twice. They were our first draw.
Yeah.
So we
who
dropped
else,
4 points.
Who else did you draw to in the past
Brentford?
Brentford?
Oh no, this past 3 was Liverpool, West Ham, and Southampton.
Now, the reason why I call it a stumble is because in both cases, or in all 3 cases, you're playing from behind. No, that's not true.
The first two
you guys were ahead
early,
and thus a stumble in that regard.
And then we chilled out, and then we were like, "How do we fix that?" Well, why don't we chill out in the beginning of the match? You know what, Aaron, why don't you give them a goal straight away? We're good enough to come back and win this. And so here,
BX, that's our 3rd win in 5 weeks. So that's not rare. In fact, we're in better form than Arsenal right now. Think about that.
You are not.
Think about that.
You lost and you won.
Take a look. We are in better form over our last 5 games than you are.
You have a loss in there, and we haven't lost. So we'll just say
we have 3 wins.
You lost to Leicester.
We have 3 wins.
We have 2 and 3 draws.
6, 9 points.
Yeah.
We have 3 wins and a draw. That's 10.
Doesn't matter. Form-wise,
you
lost.
We have more points.
You lost
over
to Leicester.
The past 5 games than you do.
You lost to Leicester. That's great form. Great form losing to Leicester.
You drew with Southampton.
The math in Texas isn't that good, Mark. Mark, you know the way they teach math in Texas, it's not that good.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
I'm sorry.
Just
going undefeated in 5 is also decent form. It's bad form when you're the best team in the league.
we are in better form than Arsenal. We're not by no means a better team. Do not think I'm saying that, because at the end of the season, I hope Arsenal has it all wrapped up, whatever they're going to do. If they're going to be first, second, third, fifth, ninth, I don't know. Obviously, they're not going to be fifth or ninth, but I hope it's sewn up by the time we face you at the end of the season.
I know, thank goodness. Okay, well, it is an hour before kickoff, or actually 50 minutes before kickoff, and we got those lineups here. So I'm going to scoot over here. Mark, you scoot over there. Let's see the lineup here. I think John was like just waiting to see if we were going to touch hands. He's like, how long can I keep them there? All right, so it looks like very similar to our normal setup right now without William Saliba. We have Ramsdale, White, Holding, Gabriel, and Zinchenko. Very normal. Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. There were some concerns or some thoughts that maybe Trossard should get the start. Me, I'm all about bringing Jesus in to go up against his old club. Zinchenko, this is what they're here for. They're here to win these games. Mm-hmm. They are here for that. Yeah. So
I'm really surprised that Xhaka is playing. I thought that I had read that he was going to be out for this match, so maybe that was a little Arteta smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure, but you know, this is fantastic. You know, really the only spot that you guys are going to be really worried about, because I think this very well could be the story of the match, is that you still got Rob Holding in there. And if I'm an Arsenal fan, Rob Holding versus Haaland should strike absolute fear in every Gunner's heart. But I will say this, a lot of people have been saying is that Holding has been holding his own back there. And I don't see it, but a lot of people are saying that. And if there's ever a time for Rob Holding to show the world that he truly does belong back there in lieu of Saliba, it's today.
Okay, controversial take here, or maybe not controversial, but I haven't heard many people saying anything. A lot of people saying Haaland versus Holding, this is crazy. You're going to be destroyed there. Even McChronicle right here, Zinchenko can't defend. Holding is in defense. This could be a cricket score, possibly. But here's my thing.
What does that mean? Just to
like
back
a
up,
high scoring
match. I mean, it is City, but
cricket,
it is
they
Arsenal.
play for like 14 days. Right.
They
8,000 to 72. So my thought is, I'm less concerned with Holding against Haaland on one-on-ones like that, because it's not going to come up. Basically, they possess the ball so much that there's going to be few one-on-one things. I'm more concerned with Gabriel Megalegs making one of his dumb mistakes and getting sent off when that one time that Haaland does blow past and they get the ball to him making a mistake, giving away a penalty, giving away.
Yeah.
Rob Holding gives away normal goals.
Right.
Gabriel gives away terrible goals.
Yeah, no.
He's been fantastic, and he's been one of our best players this season.
I've seen
him freaking out when Haaland goes running.
This is what I've seen throughout the year, and this very well could be because of his partnership with Saliba, is that those dumb mistakes, although he did make one, was it last week or the week before? Was it against West Ham that he made?
West Ham, yeah.
Okay, so he makes that mistake, kind of a poor lunge, whatever. But he's been making less and less and less of those mistakes this season. In the past, I'd be like, yeah, he's going to burn you. He's going to burn Arsenal. He's going to bring the Arsenal down. And he has, but not this season.
But
this
he's
season,
also saved us. We've
seen so many things that have changed with this team. With the emergence of Xhaka not getting nearly the fouls called on him and making those stupid, angry, frustrated mistakes. Gabriel has been playing better. I mean, Saliba's been fantastic for you guys and your additions elsewhere. The only thing that hasn't improved, unfortunately, is this little bit of maturity.
Yeah,
last season,
youngest team in the league.
Last season, you bottled.
Thank you so much.
You bottled Champions League. last season. This season, it was like, oh, you learned from that. You matured from that. But now we're getting down to the last 8 games of the season.
6 for Arsenal.
For now.
Jesus,
but
6.
I mean, starting of things, three matches ago, you're watching them get a little tense because it is within the grasp.
They're getting tense. They're getting tired.
And they're getting tense and they're getting tired because this is a long slog. A long slog of a season. And I don't know, man. If you guys get this, I mean, I said back in January it was yours for the taking. I had already given it to you back in January. I did not see 18 points become, what is it now, 4?
It wasn't 18. We were never up by
14.
18. No, we were up by 11 at most.
No, it was higher than that.
14 when they had a game in hand, and then they got their. It was not.
I bet you it was like at least 14.
It was always.
It was up
within reach. It was always within reach.
Up
there. So here's my. So remind me. I want to get to why I think Arsenal can win this. But right now, let's take a look at that City lineup. All right, we got Ederson in goal. Kyle Walker is the big weird one here. Kyle Walker getting the start.
See, I love that.
A lot of people thought it was going to be Laporte because Laporte plays more of that. Think of them, not that it's exactly, but like Kieran Tierney versus Ben White, where Ben White can play forward and back. Kieran Tierney is more of a defender. That's where Kyle Walker doesn't play, or more Zinchenko. I mean, not Ben White.
Sure.
But what they have is Diaz, Akanji, and Stones all in there. Like, that's a stout defense right there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be how much we let them fly forward so that we can counter on them. Are Kyle Walker and it looks like John Stones maybe playing on the other side? Are they going to be able to keep?
They constantly rotate.
They all move.
I like Kyle Walker back there as a substitute for Ake because he will and can and wants to track back and up and down. He will do that, and he's tireless.
He's so fast. And then you got Rodri, who I hope gets sent off. I've become a huge non-fan of him. He's one of those guys, like if he was on your team, you would love him. But if he's not, I just absolutely hate him. Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Jack Grealish, and Erling Haaland. Once again, where are those last 4 besides Haaland going to be playing? Interchangeable. Very Arteta bases everything he's learned is based off of the Pep Guardiola system. Who's going to play where? Interchange. If this isn't working, you'll see Bernardo flip with Gundogan. You'll see Gundogan playing left back and Bernardo in right back, and they go to 4, and then Rodri is all of a sudden playing in the false 9 role. Right. That's why they're so hard to beat, and Arteta has done so much to go in that style. And we've seen a lot of success with that, where yes, you can shut down Erling Haaland. Well, Jack Grealish is going to hurt you. Ilkay Gundogan's going to get in there. Rodri's going to knock a banger in,
Yeah, and that's just it. If you have teams where you'll have, X player, Y player, we've got this player playing very well.
Tequila truck.
We've got this player playing very well. Right now, City has 4 players that are just crushing it right now. You've got Haaland, obvious. Grealish is found new life and is starting and thriving in this system finally. But Bernardo Silva, he has been rocking it in the Champions League.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're all fucking incredible players. This is an incredible team.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to a comment that BX said a little while ago where he talked about Kyle Walker getting on a yellow or a red even. Kyle Walker on a yellow or sent off will be key. Gotta attack relentlessly. Here's my thing. As you guys know, I do like to play these matches all week long on FIFA, and I've been playing Man City versus Arsenal. Of course, it's last year's teams, so I try and sub out as many people as I can to get it close to what it would be. But seriously, I'm starting Eddie Nketiah. I'm starting Kieran Tierney. I'm starting. My bench is Lacazette and Pepe. So it's not quite fair.
Like
and then
throwback.
And then City's playing Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling against me. However, and I play it on world class, so that's better than I am. But I feel like it's very comparable. So I've played, 10 or 15 matches. Arsenal have won. Me playing as Arsenal have won maybe 3. And the way we won was Kyle Walker or Rodri coming in for a terrible tackle early on and either getting red carded or yellow carded and eventually being sent off.
Against who?
Anybody. Just coming in for hard ass challenges because they want to start the game like that and they want to dominate so they can go into their lazy form. So, but the majority of the matches that I played ended back and forth and usually ended 2-2, 3-3, or there was one that ended with Arsenal having 3 red cards and losing 13-0. And honestly, I think any of these things can happen.
I think I've ever seen 3 red cards.
At the end, I was mad that I only got 3. Like, I went in with the yellow card slide tackle, and he didn't give me a yellow card. I was like, oh, the ref just wants to get this game over with. The FIFA ref wants to get this over with. But what I'm saying is this initial energy that's going to come out, make them make a mistake. Even playing these FIFA matches, and I know it's just FIFA, but when you play them enough, you start to see they're all based on algorithms based on the team. So you start to see a little bit of that. The matches where Arsenal scored first and early, we were able to stay in it longer. The matches where nobody scored, City won every single one of those because at the end they scored, we attacked, they scored again. So what's key here is that Arsenal come out, score early, let them throw in some challenges, let them get booked, and possibly they can win. Now, here's why I do think we're going to win. Because the Premier League, all season, but especially the past 2, 3, 4 weeks, weird shit has happened. And Arsenal has been a part of that with going up 2-0 at Anfield, drawing. Going up 2-0 in 20 minutes against West Ham, drawing. Going down 2-0 to Southampton, coming back with a crazy come-from-behind win. Now, everyone everywhere is saying that City's going to win this match. Everyone everywhere is that Arsenal bottled it. They lost it. Pep. This is perfect. Etihad, this and that and that. So what's the weird thing? What would be the weird thing? Arsenal to go to the Etihad and just dominate and have a nice little 2-0 win. Dunzo babunzo. It's about 13 minutes of talking right there.
I kind of have like this.
Without saying anything.
Exactly. I've kind of got this little Shawshank Redemption, Morgan Freeman thing going on in my head right now where it's just like, I wish I could tell you that Arsenal won the match.
Won that match.
I really wish I could.
Things don't always go that way in the real world.
I really wish I could tell you that Arsenal wins that match and City left them alone.
Weird shit has been happening.
I completely agree. I think for Arsenal to win this match, they need to have a very, very, very short memory. Because they have blown points, they have blown leads, they have played not to their expectations and their abilities, and this match could very well weigh heavy on the heads of those young boys. They have to, if they go down early, and that sits in the back of their head, it's going to be, oh boy, here we go again, which is what we've seen from Arsenal in the past. They have to forget that. They have to forget that they have, that they've gone down early or they've given up leads. They have to play They have to play their game, and they have to play more aggressive than what you might expect them to play City. They can't just sit back and wait, because that's not their game. They go for your throat. That's what we've seen all season long. And the last few, especially with the matches West Ham and Liverpool, where they were up 2-0, they took their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Mark, and we can't have Arsenal cannot do that, because at any given time, just as Arsenal is capable of doing it, City is capable of scoring 3 goals in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Mark, you're absolutely right. Short-term memory gone. For real, talking about last week, talking about the week before, but in game, every time the whistle blows, you need to attack it like it's 0-0, or like you're already down a goal, and go out there and fight for it. Because not that this is a free hit style match, but this is as cup final as they get for Arsenal in a long time.
As we sit right now,
like if we lose 5-0, who cares?
Arsenal 3 points up on the table. I think it's and with City having the game in hand, 2 games in hand. I think it's safe to say the winner of this match wins the league. I think it's very safe to say that. I think this is almost winner take all. Look, it's been a strange season. Strange things can happen. You know, looking at Arsenal's table right here, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton is not
Forest at home.
And Forest at home, which I was going to give you a little more credit.
Yeah, but City
more credit there.
Points but Forest.
And Forest at home is going to be tough. Wolves are playing well. This is not an easy run, but the first 4 that we're looking at, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton, these are very, very tough matches, and we could see a lot of draws for you guys. Brighton is easily a draw.
Well, there's nothing here that tells me if Arsenal win this match, we win the league. Not at all. Not at all.
You go up 7 though.
So, but you consider that we go up 1.
You go up. Right.
Essentially, if they win their 2 games in hand, now one of their games in hand is Brighton. Tough match.
That's a tough out.
John, can we see City's next 8 matches? So they have 8 to go. Or after today, they have 7 to go. Fulham is in a walk. West Ham is fighting for their life.
Patter right there.
City is fighting for their life. Everton is fighting for their life. Chelsea are done. Brighton is fighting for 4th place. The good thing for Arsenal is a lot of these teams are fighting for their lives.
The ass end for Chelsea or for City is much tougher than your back end. You get Wolves and Nottingham Forest. They get Brighton and Brentford.
Brentford will be probably be safe.
And Brighton's at home. I'm sorry, and Brentford's at home.
Yeah.
And Brentford's a tough place to win at.
Yeah.
Whatever the City College Stadium.
So as much as I would think this winner of this match wins it all. You just can't put it past. There's too many teams fighting for the relegation battle includes too many teams right now. The top 6, like if we go third to 6th place right now for the European spots, it's too many teams involved there as well. So it's not just a given that City are not going to drop points the rest of the season, and it's not a given that Arsenal won't, because clearly we dropped points 2 weeks in a row where we shouldn't have dropped any points.
Right.
So anything can happen. What I'm looking for in this match is, 1, for the referees to not be involved at all.
Yeah,
if there's a penalty, it better be clear. If there's a sending off, it better be so clear.
Yeah, I don't want a whistle to influence this match.
No,
and I've seen it. For my own club, I don't even want to get into it, but we've seen a lot of matches decided, by the whistle, and this is one that I hope within reason. I don't want studs up tackles being allowed. I don't want
call it if it's there.
Call it if it's there, but like the 50-50, No, you just let it play.
Yeah, well,
You
and
know, I mean,
of course, if you're going to let it play, then let it play the whole
Right.
match.
I don't want to see like weird continuations, and I don't want to see whistles blown that should be continuations.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend I honestly also what I don't want is I don't want 15 minutes to look at a potential offsides. I don't want 10, 15 minutes on whether or not what part of the sleeve and where his hand was. These are things I definitely don't want.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I want a fair game called, but I clear and concise, but make it quick. Make it fucking quick, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Mark, let's get from you and everybody in the comment section. Let's get from you all what you think your score prediction, not what you think. Give me your score prediction for this match. Oh, by the way, are we going to Patty's after this?
We could.
Patty's
and Park Slope on 13th and 5th.
I know you're watching this, Mark, from Patty's. Can you pour us 2 Guinness? It takes a while for the Guinness.
Exactly. My prediction. Oh boy. Yeah. I really am. I have so much fear for Arsenal with holding back there and Holland just taking advantage of that. I'm going to be generous to Arsenal, and I'm going to say 4-2. And I am giving Holland a hat trick on this one.
But they only scored 2.
What?
You said 4-2.
I said 4-2.
Yeah.
to the
Arsenal clearly with 4.
No,
come on, Mark.
It's just not happening. Not at the Etihad. Not at the Etihad. I want it. I want it to be. I honestly do. I mean, as much
BX just nailed it.
Nailed it. As much shit as I give Arsenal, and you know, because that's what the show's built around. I'd much rather see Arsenal win the title than City. But right now, City they're just too damn good. They're playing all these extra matches, and there's still no stopping them.
What's this nonsense? The show was built around Arsenal. It's freaking Leeds United.
No. Just how I talk about Arsenal, how I talk about things in this particular situation. Look, there's no one I would want, but it's just City is proving just that they are the rock that rolls from the top of the hill on down, and right now they are just the momentum. Is there a treble in play?
Yeah,
they got the FA Cup,
the real treble.
So that's the FA Cup, the Champions League, and Premier League.
Yep,
book it. I really think so.
We'll see. I'm going with
huffing white.
I'm going with BxGunner. I'm saying 3-2 to the Arsenal. And I'm saying Gabriel Jesus hat trick with Zinchenko providing 2 of those assists and going, hey, Pep, you should have played us more, pal.
I think Pep is saying, Arsenal, I've already done you the favor of giving you Zinchenko and Jesus, so that's all you get.
Weird things can happen. All right, everybody. Well, it's been fun talking to you guys on a lovely Wednesday. Director John McChronicle is asking you, what's your prediction?
Rangers win in 4.
Rangers win tomorrow night. That's all I care about.
They have to.
About
they
this
have to,
stupid
man.
Game. I was hoping that Anisha would come on tonight to put you in your place.
We love you, Anisha.
All right.
OG Stoop crew.
Well, I'd like to see Manchester win just to make it more interesting.
It would be more interesting if Arsenal won.
No.
Yeah. Especially with 2 games in hand.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's Director John's prediction as well, is that the Rangers will win tomorrow. All right. Go Rangers. And that's it from us. Mark and I are going to leg it down to Patty's at Park Slope to try and enjoy a match. Last time we were there was Newcastle. I did not enjoy that match. All right. Much love to you guys. Come on, you Gunners. And yeah, peace out, yo.